Hello, this is Not a Spring Chick, and for those of you that always thought Southern California was warm and sunny, well, wait a minute, it is May, isn't it? Well, our June gloom out by the water has already started, so as you can see, I had to pull out the winter clothes again. But no worries, soon we'll be in bikinis again. Oh man, Oldecam. We got our June gloom already.
You can get it in any month of the year out here, unfortunately.
Well, that's one of the things about being by the water. So anyway, we're with Oldecam for OFN with comments on the headlines of today. Transport visa hurdle slowing aid to Myanmar storm victims.
Well, they still don't want people into the country. They're willing to accept your money, but don't come in.
Oh, Obama calls North Carolina win a victory against politics of division.
Well, considering that Hillary got nearly 2/3 of the white vote and he only won because he got 93% of the black vote, I think there's division.
Women who stop smoking can enjoy major health benefits within 5 years, but it can take decades to correct respiratory damage.
Yeah, problem is you're dead before the damage is corrected.
Clinton declares victory in Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you win by one vote, it's a victory. And it also continues the fact that she takes all the states that they have to win, and Obama takes none of them.
Hollywood studios, actors break off labor talks.
The unions want to strike, and they're going to have it.
Exit polls, race key in North Carolina, Indiana, but rights impact mixed.
Well, that's because people actually give him a sympathy vote in Indiana.
TV video shows Philly officers kicking and hitting 3 suspects.
Yeah, but they had it coming to them.
They did?
That's what the police department is saying.
I know. They said don't believe the video.
That's right.
75 students arrested in San Diego State University, drug bust.
Well, I mean, they didn't see the 60s. In the 60s, that would have just been a small amount of drugs.
Oil nears $123 on $200 oil prediction.
That's right. You know, the Democrats in their green are going to push the prices of oil so high that it's going to cause even more starvation than their green initiative on ethanol has.
Weren't they saying that the reason the gas was so high was because of Republicans?
Yeah, it's doubled under their control, and it's going to double again and double again.
Ouch. Watch out for your pocketbooks. LA limits mansionization, downtown hotel conversions.
Yeah, they have decided that 3,000 to 4,000 square foot homes are as large as you should have now. And they have decided that too many places in the heart of the city are being turned into apartments and condominiums. They want it stopped.
ABC sees New York savings too attractive to keep Ugly Betty in LA.
I mean, you know, it's something phony about going into the heart of the Union area and saving money. It's an impossibility.
China accuses U.S. of shoddy probe into tainted heparin.
They got caught.
Housing picture worsens as Fannie sees price drop.
Yeah, but they have said just a little while ago that the drop was only what was expected.
Writers' strike hurt, but Disney's second quarter profit still climbs.
No one can understand that one at all. I mean, how could they make more money than was even predicted by the most optimistic of individuals?
Was that a Hannah Montana effect?
They think so. That's why the pictures came out when they did.
Toyota raising prices on some models in the U.S. this month.
They can't sell the car, so you can't sell it, raise the price on it.
Yahoo board may face shareholder mutiny at annual meeting.
Well, they're already threatening to remove everybody because people have lost, you know, the shares fell for the 3rd straight day and they're going to continue to fall. The company may just simply go total belly up soon.
Majority of labor voters believe Brown should go.
Yeah, I mean, that's the guy that replaced Blair with his great programs, anti-war, more jobs, better economy. Well, he's got the no war and it didn't help to promote jobs to get a better economy.
The White House has accused Russia of taking provocative actions.
Well, meaning they want to start a war in Georgia so the military can go in and retake it.
Oh, really?
That's right.
About 12 Indiana nuns were turned away Tuesday from a polling place by a fellow sister because he didn't have state or federal identification bearing a photograph.
That's because the Democrats were trying to make a point, so they sent nuns in that had no identification with them to say they weren't allowed to vote.
Somehow that sounds like a plant to me.
Well, it's phony. Everybody knows it was phony because the cameras were all called to do it.
Reverend should be irrelevant.
You know, the Democrats feel that you know, the right has absolutely nothing to do with the campaign, and they say the public is demanding that it stop, and it's a racist thing on the part of the Republicans for keeping mentioning it.
Even though Obama has called him his spiritual advisor?
That doesn't make any difference. You're supposed to forget it.
The state's highest court is allowing a grand jury to keep investigating one of the few U.S. doctors who performs late-term abortions.
That's in Kansas. They have decided that that this man is going to be sent to jail no matter what. Even though it's legal, they're going to send him to jail.
The city council discussed its three options for dealing with scandal-plagued Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick in closed session Tuesday. Two could lead to his ouster but seem unlikely, and one would amount to a slap on the wrist.
Well, because they actually have no legal right to remove the mayor in Detroit. He has to be removed by a referendum of the people.
Higher U.S. petrol prices and a slowing economy will cut into U.S. oil demand through the summer driving.
Yeah, I mean, and you can bet that the prices of fuel are going to go even higher as a result.
States get in on calls for a gas tax holiday.
Yeah, well, the states all want it to happen, even though the Democrats, but the Democrats like Hillary's idea of making the gas companies pay, but they don't like the idea of not getting any revenue from it.
Microsoft gets more social with Zune update.
Too little, too late.
Google wants to make darn sure that when Verizon opens up its wireless network, it actually opens up its wireless network.
Well, that's because they agreed to do it when they bought all of this new spectrum that, and folks, you know, McCain was one of those people that was involved in your analog loss. And they're not, people aren't going to play by the rules. They don't have to. They own it now, so who cares? 7 years in the court system.
5 restaurants in Manhattan get citations over calories.
Yeah, you know, fast food restaurants have to tell people how many calories are in those French fries, in those hamburgers, in that malt. Otherwise, they're going to eventually shut you down. It's the food police at work now.
Oh, man. Hospital trauma centers in 7 major cities do not have the capacity to handle even a modest terrorist attack.
They shouldn't. They're not designed for that.
Iron Man raked in a near record $200 million worldwide in its opening weekend.
The problem is that Speed Racer's coming out this week. You have the Chronicles, Chronicles of Narn with Prince Caspian, and then you have Indiana Jones. It's not even going to break even.
Ouch, even off of an opening weekend of $200 million?
Because rule of thumb is you have to make $3 for every dollar invested. They've got like $225 million invested in the movie, and they're not going to make $700 million on it.
Wow. Anti-government protesters block roads in Beirut.
That's the, they're wanting the Christian government out and a Muslim extremist government in.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
Unite is more than a word.